busy day. The Chicago Blackhawks trade for Anthony Beauvillier. And it's for a 5th-round pick, so cap flexibility for the Canucks. We'll see if the Canucks... I honestly think the Canucks are going to make a big move if they keep having the year they're having. So Chicago gets Beauvillier. This is definitely just a trade to create cap space for Vancouver. And they're probably going to acquire a defenseman or... I mean, maybe they acquire a stud up front, but I think they've been on kind of the radar for defensemen. I like this for Chicago in the sense that Beauvillier's got about a 4.1 cap hit. So just over $4 million for Beauvillier. He's only 26. Maybe he puts up numbers next to Bedard. And I mean, he has 8 points through 22 games. So it's valuable for a bottom 6 forward. And I think the two perspectives here is one being, again, if he plays with a Bedard, he puts up the numbers and then he gets the value going. And second, I honestly think it's a win-win regardless because you're going to get a draft pick if you retain 50%. And maybe you keep him because he's only 26 and he can still be part of the core for the next 4 or 5 years. So I think this is a decent move for both sides. I mean, how I think Vancouver looks at this too is like you gave up a 5th-round pick to get Lafferty, and Lafferty's been a much better fit than Beauvillier was. So at the end of the day, you're basically at the same mark. You gave up a 5th, you get a 5th. And while Beauvillier was part of the return for Horvat, you can look at Ratu in the 1st-round pick and I think be satisfied. So again, Beauvillier just got the 1 year left this season at a 4.1, I think it's 4.15 cap hit. And the Chicago Blackhawks get Beauvillier, Vancouver gets a 5th-round pick, and they get some cap space. So just a quick trade breakdown. And as I said, I think Chicago will use that to get more assets, and I think Vancouver will do that to potentially get a defenseman. We'll see.